We have a standing stretch, which is considered a game day stretch. This is a game day stretch that we do so we don't have no mistakes on game day. We're stretching out. You got the standing stretch, which you just saw, feet together, hang your hands. Now we got legs wide apart, where you're actually stretching all parts of your hamstring. We're stretching from middle. We'll go from middle, stretching the hamstring, and then we'll also work our way to the right side, where we're stretching the angles of the hamstrings and the low back, making sure we have no small tissue issues, making sure we're nice and loose prior to the actual static stretch of the standing stretch on Thursday. We have early work, which loosens the guys up prior to starting this exercise. On here, we will actually see, as you see, is a lunging to the right. A hurdle stretch, which you stretching out your inner hamstring, groin area, which is considered your groin area, and also the other side, outer hips, making sure we're nice and loose in all angles so we don't have no tweaks. After the lateral lunge, we also go into a Saigon squat. Saigon squat motion where heels should be flat on the ground, pushing out on the inner thighs of your hips. Make sure you're stretching out your groin. Then we'll work our way to right knee down, stretching your hip flexor here, with a clap in between, making sure we all in sync together. After the right side, which you see chest up, dropping your hips, stretching that hip flexor, we'll switch and also do the left side. Making sure we're nice and stretched out and loosened up. As you see, coaches will intermingle with the athletes, making sure they're focused at task at hand. Kind of a relaxed atmosphere, just making sure everybody upbeat and into the practice. We want to be quick on our feet. We got a 2 clap on the whistle, they up on their feet, and then we go into right quad on the clap. The reason for the clap is just making sure we all in sync and that everybody's on point together. We will stretch our quad, checking out their balance, making sure they can stay on one foot, stretching, and then we also would do the left side, making sure they're nice and stretched out on their quads in every angle. After that, we'll go into right leg back, stretching your right Achilles, making sure the Achilles heel is nice and loosened up and stretched out. From the right side, we will also work our way over to the left side, stretching our Achilles out on the left side as well. Making sure we're nice and loose. The key to this is just making sure guys are ready to perform the task at hand that the coaches have for them and that they're ready to roll. And have no excuses for execution. After that, we want to go into arm rotations with a 10 forward, 10 backwards chain breakers. Making sure the upper body is nice and loosened up, and then we will go right into our neck rotation. After our arm rotation, we just say we will also go into neck rotation and loosen up. And once that is done, this will conclude the Thursday no repeat stretch. Push